Young man, you believe in the cross of Christ, son?
I'm a pastor, so.
You didn't answer my question. I asked you if you believe in the cross of Christ.
Critics call Do You Believe a faith version of the Oscar award-winning film Crash.
He loves you. He knows you. And he suffered and died on the cross so we could be forgiven.
This movie follows a dozen characters, moving in different directions, all longing for something more, as their lives unexpectedly intersect. The all-star cast includes Lee Majors, Ted McGinley, and Sybil Shepherd.
It's not funny, JD. We've lost enough already, and I'm not ready to lose you too.
Sybil, when we meet your character, Terry, in this film, she is a grief-stricken mom. How would you describe where she is in life?
Frozen. Frozen because she's not letting herself really feel her grief. It's too deep. And that's what made me want to play this part, was the idea of going through that transition where my character faces her grief about losing that child.
Ted, you play Matthew, a pastor. What's different about this pastor? Watching the film, I didn't feel like he was your normal preacher. What's different about it?
It starts off with me putting what looks like blood on the cross and turning around to the audience really with just a very straight face and sort of confronting all of them. So it's a little bit uncomfortable at first. And then you see that he begins to come around. But he is a guy who is going to tell you the truth because that's what he just encountered.
Do You Believe is the latest project from Hollywood actor and producer David White.
This film comes out on the heels of God's Not Dead, the highest-grossing independent film of 2014. Did that surprise you?
I think it surprised everybody. Yeah, when we released the trailer in October, like 6 months before it came out, the trailer was shared between 5 and 10 million times. It was the #1 shared page for that week on Facebook. So we had an idea, you know, that we had something special, and then the movement leading up to the release was really quite incredible. But never in a million years did we ever expect that it would do as well as it did, and that people all over the world would support it. And you know, you'd see these London double-decker buses with God's Not Dead on it. You know, it was truly a dream, and also just truly a dream to see how God used that movie in so many different people's lives.
That's David's prayer for this film. His Pure Flix production company has produced nearly 90 faith films in the 9 years since it started.
You attract some really big names. We're talking Academy Award winners, Golden Globe winners to your films. What is it about what you're doing at Pure Flix that's calling them in?
I think it's the script first and foremost. It moves them when they read it. I got a call from Delroy Lindo right after he read it, and his agent was he was like acting the role out on the phone to his agent saying, I want to do this. And so I think that's how that type of talent comes into this. It's because it's not like the money that we pay is extraordinary. Obviously, there's so many other places that pay a lot more money, but people are really moved by the story.
I was once asked if you were ever accused of being a Christian, would there be enough evidence to convict you? I don't know.
And Do You Believe delivers a story of both intensity and inspiration.
For both of you, the name of the film is Do You Believe? Curious, what is it that you believe that sustains you through tough times?
I just know that God is there. I have no doubt. So in my darkest, deepest hours of, you know, pain and questioning, whatever comes along in your life, that at some point, you're not alone. And that's really comforting.
I was raised in the Episcopal Church, and then I chose to be confirmed. I sang in the choir, and so my faith was always there. I think being confirmed, that choice, because you don't have to get confirmed. And I still have that prayer book by my bed.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay.
Ephraim Graham, CBN News, Los Angeles.
Can you open your door?